I knew that was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. Are we back? Not sure we back or not. I knew that was gonna happen, man. I knew I shouldn't have did it, man. Cause we got this little storm going on. I knew I shouldn't have did that. Cause I knew I gonna get right in good in the goddamn show, and it was gonna. I knew he was gonna do that. God damn. Let me see here. I knew he was gonna do that, man. I supposed to went on, came in, got this goddamn story done with, and got on out of here. All right, let me see if I can do it this time. Okay, so we're gonna have two parts. The first part, you got to go back and watch the first part. I put the link in there for people to come in to see the second part. What we're doing right now, and again, it's storming. So if I'm talking real fast, please forgive me. I want to get out of here before we do it again. Okay. All right, so I found these videos about this, and here's what these videos had to say about this situation. All right. I appreciate that, DJ. I appreciate that, bro.
Tonight, an update on the heartbreaking story of two young siblings.
I hope y'all can hear this. I hope it ain't messing up too bad.
In a Greetown parking structure.
So the circumstances are tragic. The Wayne County prosecutor will determine if their mother or anyone else contributed to their deaths. Fox News' Jessica Dupnack joins us live with more on today's developments. It's been a...
All right, let me stop right there real quick. He said determine if the mother or anyone else be arrested. Who the hell else going to be arrested? Who else can be arrested? It ain't nobody's fault but the mom. So who else can be arrested? You know, can a grandma possibly be arrested? But if she can be arrested for what? Would she be hit with child neglect too? I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I can understand the mom being arrested, but who else can get in trouble for this?
Very busy day in this case, Jessica.
Yeah, this is really the next step in this investigation since the beginning. Detroit police have been looking into this case, not only to figure out what led to the children's death, but also to see if there was a criminal component to it all. Now, since that time in February, there's been multiple people brought in for questioning, including the children's mother and grandma, but no arrests have been made. Now it will be up to Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy to decide if anybody is criminally culpable. Since February, Detroit police have been investigating to figure out what led to the death of 2-year-old Amillah Currie and her brother, 9-year-old Darnell Currie. And now their findings are with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Until last week, the theory was the two kids froze to death, but an autopsy revealed the cause of death is carbon monoxide poisoning. At the time of their death, they were in the care of their mother, 29-year-old Tatiana Williams. The family, homeless, living out of a van, parked at the Greektown Casino parking structure in February when they died.
Everybody who know me know I worship the ground them kids walk on.
Everybody knows me knows I walk the ground that I worship the ground that them kids walk on. If that's the case, then I would have to ask the question. If that's the case, why was one of them covered in lice and why was the other one teeth rotten, as the story is putting it? Okay? If that was the case. I know the first thing a lot of people going to say is because the dad wasn't helping. I'll make it give you that one. But what else, though? What else?
Sequence of events that led to the children's death have not been revealed, or where the children were exposed to carbon monoxide. Both children wearing T-shirts and the toddler in a diaper. The older boy was covered in lice and the...
Both in T-shirt and the toddler wearing a diaper, so meaning he didn't have on no pants, no shorts, no nothing. He was just out there in the freezing cold.
2-year-old with rotted teeth. Our Charlie Langton talked to the children's mom and grandma back in February.
Did the van run out of gas?
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
And then when you woke,
Only night I fell asleep. I usually be woke.
I'm sorry, man. The grandma and the mom right here, man, I just kind of find it hard to believe her. I really do. I'm not a body expert. God damn. I'm not a body expert or whatnot, but something about her just talking and looking at her demeanor right there, some just telling me that, you know, I think you just saying stuff so you won't get in trouble. But again, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong.
Tatiana Williams and her mom, Yvette Goodman, have been questioned by Detroit police. No arrests were made. Now the Wayne County prosecutor will decide if anyone should be charged in the case. Mayor Mike Duggan vowing wraparound services for Williams after learning she did not receive help when calling the city's homeless hotline. She also received a free home on the city's west side from the Detroit Rescue Mission Ministries.
This cannot ever happen again.
Detroit Police Chief Todd Bettison not going on camera today, stressing in a statement put out on social media and to the media that this next step is standard protocol when it comes to their criminal investigations, and any charging decision will fall on the prosecutor's office. Reporting downtown Detroit, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Jessica, you broke this story with the help of your sources. The next question that's really been popping up online is, what kind of charges are we looking at here? Do you have any indication at this time?
It's a really good question, and there's been a lot of sensitivity around a case like this just because of how widespread it has been picked up really around the country. Now, as far as charges, I think it's important to keep in mind that because carbon monoxide was determined to be the cause of death, that does mean that the children's death is ruled accidental, at least by the medical examiner. So that changes a little bit how the prosecutor will examine this in terms of charges. I have a feeling it's going to be weeks, if not months, before a decision is made.
Jessica Dupnack, we do appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, and on top of all of this that's being said, wasn't she just gifted a house? She was gifted a house for a whole year. She was gifted a house. I would say God bless those people who chipped in to get her the house, because she needed it, okay? But what good is that going to do if she's going to get in trouble? What happens then? If she get in trouble, she get arrested, she go to jail. What happens then with that house? What happens? All right? So I'm wondering, if y'all using the term the house was gifted, does that mean she ain't got to pay no rent? Which I'm assuming that's what it means. She really ain't got to pay no rent. That house is hers, but she can only stay there for a year. And then I want to know after that too, as she stays there for a year, what happens? After that year, what happens? Will she be able to stay there longer? Meaning, are y'all going to charge her rent? And you had to ask the question too, because my mom would ask this question. If you couldn't find no place to stay prior, how the hell you going to end up staying there? Or how can you find somewhere else to stay? Which is a good question. All right. Now, again, I do believe a lot of people can bounce back. They can. A lot of people can bounce back. All right. But you got to have the will to bounce back. All right. And get back in a good standing position. But if you're somebody out there that's just looking for people just to gift you stuff, it will never work out. All right? It will never work out. So, hey, kudos to the people who felt the need to chip in to give her this house. But, again, I'm just curious what happens after that year. What happens after the year that she stays there? All right? Now, somebody said, I'm looking at my phone. I usually look at my other computer. When I'm looking at this, somebody said Medicaid would have paid for a dentist appointment. See, now, that is curious, because if they would, again, why she didn't take him there? I thought Medicaid for seniors. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I thought Medicaid was for seniors. All right? But see, you just taught me something new. I did not know that. I'm used to getting insurance on my job. No matter what job I'm going to, I'm getting the benefits. All right? You even had me working my ass out there and I don't get no benefits from it. All right? So I didn't know. I always thought Medicaid was for seniors. I don't know why I always thought that, but you just taught me something new. I did not know that. Okay, you say it's for children as well. So, okay, that's the case. See, again, most stuff revealing if kids get Medicaid too, then it's just trifling. It's trifling. People are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, answer my question again. When I asked about the lice, who do they go to for that? Is it a dermatologist? Or who they go to cure the lice? I think it's a dermatologist, but y'all tell me that. Because again, they didn't say he had lice. They say he was covered in lice. And they taught us about lice in elementary school. Then speaking of school, was the oldest one in school? And if he was in school, didn't nobody at school notice this? Did nobody at school notice this? As always, these stories got a lot more questions than answers. But I bet you they finna come out now. I bet you they are. Medicaid is for disabled and senior. Okay. They say you buy stuff over the counter. Okay. Steph said, I'm sorry, but as a mom, dad did not start off with money. You can always take your child to a community college and get free dental work. I did not know that. Hey, Queen, what's going on? I see you in the building. Appreciate you coming by. All right, Larissa in the building. Hey, baby. She said they lying. They wasn't there when the kids passed away. Yeah, that's what a lot of people started saying now. Miss Single, what's going on? Quite frankly, again, y'all can pick sides if you want to. Y'all can say it's more the mom's fault, which in this situation, it would sound more the mom's fault. It does. But again, the dad, he didn't seem like he too much cared either. He didn't. In my opinion, he didn't seem like he too much cared either. Let's go to this.
Tonight, an update
sorry.
on the heartbreaking story.
Almost 1 month ago, police responded to the Hollywood Greektown Casino. A family was sleeping in their van and 2 kids died. Initially, investigators told us that the children died from hypothermia, but today the medical examiner is saying that the official cause of death was carbon monoxide poisoning. Our Terrell Bailey is downtown with how we got to this point, a very troubling case, Terrell.
Yeah, hey there, good evening, Terrence. This case has been far beyond the Metro Detroit area. So many people overall reacting to it. Now, today's update overall sheds a bit more light into the cause.
Cause I'm about to tell you how many lights I got. I'm usually not looking at this on the phone. I usually look at my other computer, but it's acting slow and weird right now. So I'm not used to using this goddamn phone, man. So I got to get myself familiar with using this goddamn phone again to do this stuff. So how many lights do I got right now? All right, let's go.
Of death for brother and sister Amillah and Darnell Currie. Police telling us the family had overall been living in a minivan inside of the Hollywood casino parking lot for several months. Now, 3 other children were also inside of that van along with the children's mother.
Living inside a van for several months. I got to go back again. The oldest one was covered in lice. The 2-year-old had rotted teeth. They've been living in the van for a few months. So again, within a few months, what the hell happened that these children could not be taken care of? What happened? For several months. And you got to question this now. Before the several months, where was y'all at? Because one of the main things that's getting me with this story is it was mainly grown folks in that van, for what I'm understanding. It was quite a few grown folks in that van. All y'all grown folks didn't have a place to stay. That's some wild shit right there. That is. Usually, we can go to the mom to go stay with the mom when we get kicked out of our shit. But the mom was with the daughter, kicked out, living in the van. So I'm assuming the mom must have been staying with the daughter. And something happened to where I guess the daughter may got kicked out or something, because the mom had to go too. And not only that, the children had to go. But for several months, the dad claimed he didn't know what was going on. I find that hard to believe. I seriously find that hard to believe. I want to say at least once, this girl had common sense. That's a key word, common sense. To call you and say, hey, bro, we fucked up over here. Now, what was your response to that? I don't know. But again, the dad said on camera, well, you telling me to come get him just to get him? Or you telling me to get him because you homeless? What the fuck? Are you asking me to get him just to get him? Or you telling me to get him because you're homeless? He said this on the news and said that's two different things. Again, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I thought those were your children too. Why did that even matter? Unless, I'm going to say this again, unless when he did try to spend time with the children, she was being a dick towards him. I can kind of understand it. But I'm sure she called you at least once, bruh, and said she was finna get kicked out. At least I hope she did. I don't know. I don't know.
Spoke to a toxicology expert. He told me, granted, there were multiple people in that minivan, it's possible the carbon monoxide reached the two kids before anyone else.
Where exactly were the kids positioned? Were they in the back of the van? Did they have vents on in the front so that maybe they were getting better air in the front but not in the back? They're going to have to reconstruct that to see once why two kids in the vehicle died from carbon monoxide where the rest of the family didn't.
Now, Detroit police told me today, though the cause of death has been determined as carbon monoxide poisoning, they are still investigating the facts and circumstances of this case. They also told me they plan on submitting those findings to the Wayne County Prosecutor's office. Terrence, I also talked to a former prosecutor who told me overall, more still does need to be looked into.
You need two things for a crime to occur. You need an act, of course, the death in this case, and you need intent, and that's what's lacking here. Seems like the mother tried to do everything within her power and reason to try and get help and assistance for her kids. They lived in the van for 2 to 3 months, during which time she reached out to various entities within municipality, was rebuffed on each and every occasion.
Y'all heard what it said? He said she claims she reached out to his word, entities or whatnot. Let me say this again, and I said this in the first part of the video. If she reached out to all the people like she claims she did, that's a red flag. They mean every last person who you reached out to, they turned you down, or either they didn't answer the phone, which mean in turn that's a turn down. So if you called all these folks like you claimed that you did, why would now one of them take you in and knew you was out there fucked up? That's a red flag to me. Usually that means you burnt your bridges with a lot of people and they done with you. All right? Or either you nasty or you trifling, they don't want to deal with you. or either let them know how you are, which falls in the same category that you nasty and trifling, that didn't want to fuck with you. But again, somebody came out first live, said, I think it was Life is Good. She said, rumor has it that the people she was staying with, she got to fighting with them. And I'm going to say that again, that's an easy way to get your ass put out, fighting with folks. Now, I ain't saying let nobody punk you, but something tells me you're the reason why y'all got to fighting. And that was an easy way to get your ass put out right there. Ain't nobody finna take their disrespect shit in their house. Ain't nobody finna take that you fighting with them in their house. I let you come stay with me. We ain't finna do all that fighting. I'm gonna kick your ass out before we get to fighting. You can believe that shit. Now some people probably would say, man, no, don't do that. She got kids. And then they gonna be like, hey, they ain't my kids. I didn't have them kids. All of them get out. And I guess in a sense, you gonna understand that. But some people got a heart and say, hey, you know what? To keep us from fighting, you get the fuck out. But your children can stay here until you find somewhere to stay. Some people may do that. But they didn't even do that. Nobody even take your children in. Well, you got yourself straight. So either you lying about all the people that you called, or all these people that you called, they didn't fuck with you. Jesus Christ.
Occasion, according to her, and so therefore, it looks like it was just an unfortunate accident.
Now, just like,
and I'm gonna tell you something right there too. I know she's smiling because they gifted her the house, but something about watching her smile right there kind of is grinding my gears. All right, because again, this story got trifling written in capital letters. Okay, everybody trifling. Everybody surrounding this story is trifling. All right, everybody trifling. But the CNN Green just doing something to me. It is, but I understand. These folks helped her out. She's happy she getting help. But I don't know, it's something about this smile just making me feel some type of way.
Last week, we've learned the mother was given a home for free for 1 year. She told our team at the time it's something that she's forever.
She get a house free for 1 year, but goddamn, I can't even get no goddamn food stamps for 1 year. I can't even get no damn food stamps for 1 year. Boy.
Grateful for. Of course, a lot of still developments to come in this situation, but for now, Terrence, we're live in front of the Wayne County Medical Examiner's Office. Terrell Bailey, CBS News, Detroit.
Yes, still so many questions. We will keep following this story. Thank you, Terrell.
Jesus Christ. Okay. She gets, my God, she gets a house for 1 year. 1 year, which she probably gonna have for long. So if I ever get in trouble, this shit finna get snatched right from under her. And again, guys, I don't want y'all to feel like I'm rooting for that to happen. But let's just call the facts here. She get a free house for 1 fucking year. I can't even get no food stamp for 1 fucking year. And y'all know how that works. You put in an application, they tell you send all the information in to show what you putting out. All right? You got to get out all the information, what you putting out or what you making, what your utility bill is, what your phone bill is, all that shit. Us men, for what it appears, get them all the information that they need. I gave them everything that they needed, showing expenses for medication, how much the rent is, car note, insurance. I sent all that shit in because I'm putting out more than what I'm making and got denied. They said I made too much money. What the hell? But you got a woman who lived in a van for a few months, child cover and lights. The other child only got a t-shirt on and a diaper with rotted teeth. She gets a free house. Then for what we see in the video, look like y'all filled the refrigerator with food. What the hell, man? But this the crazy thing though. You know, a lot of these women like her, they get all the help in the world, even if they at fault for doing what they did. For some reason, society has a heart for them and helps them get them everything that they need. Everything that they need. And that's crazy and that's ridiculous. This story is putting it out there that this woman wasn't doing what she's supposed to do, according to what is being said. She wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. And I saw one of y'all in the chat said earlier, you don't need a man to be a mom. That's a damn good comment. You don't. Just like you don't need a woman to be a dad. You don't. That's a damn good comment. That's a damn good comment. But don't get it twisted, people. We all get through it. We all go through a jam and shit happens. And Lord knows I have. I'd have been in plenty of jams, but fortunate for me, I was able to get the help that I needed or get the resource that I needed to get me out a jam. All right? Have I been kicked out before? Hell yeah, I have. I ain't finna realize I haven't. I'm pretty much sure we all been in this situation before. But what do you do after you get kicked out? Do you sit around mope and whine and bitch for somebody to give you something, to give you something? Or do you get up, dust yourself off, and make yourself better? Get yourself in a better situation. Make sure your kids straight. Make sure your money's straight. Make sure you got gas in the car, because apparently you didn't have enough gas in the car. But this is ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And I done told y'all, man. Y'all go listen to me one day, man. When y'all hear these stories, there's always more to it. There's always more to it. And I won't be surprised if there's more shit come out about the dad. I won't be surprised. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. Queen, I saw your text. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Hold on. Because you know it's storming down here. We can't make this too long. Let me see if I can do something for you real quick. Hold on. I'll just do this. Hold on. I'll just do this. Hold on. Hey, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Let me make sure they can hear you.
Okay, that's fine. You want me to turn my TV on? I can hear. Hold on. Let me see.
Let me make sure they can hear you. Hold on.
Hello. Oh,
yeah. You got to mute that. You got to mute that.
Yeah, I got to mute it. I'm ready.
Let me make sure they hear you. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear her? Y'all let me know y'all hear her. I know it's gonna be a minute before they respond.
Hello. Hello, everyone in the chat.
Okay, yeah. Apparently somebody can because Steph asked the question. Okay, they can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You talked about it. I talked about it. I always say when it comes to these damn stories, it's gonna be more that's come out about this shit, and the shit is coming out now. It's coming out now. How the fuck? I'm gonna let you say. Go ahead, dear. Go ahead.
I agree
now
with you from the last
time. You know it's storming now. We gotta make quick.
Okay.
He cut me off last time.
Okay. I didn't know. No, but I agree. I knew it was more to the story. I didn't like the way she looked in the interviews. I felt like it was forced crying. It wasn't genuine. And now that they're talking about the lice and the baby with the rotten teeth, that's the reason why the state's attorney is pondering over the decision. Mm-hmm. She could easily just come out right now and just say, okay, I'm gonna let it ride. Well, I'm just gonna agree with the police department. Let it ride. She's not. You got to explain that rotten teeth and that lice. So nobody else has lice? Come on now. Everybody's in one van and only one person has lice. Come on now. Looks bad.
That's what I say, for your teeth to get right, that takes some time. That shit takes some time.
You're two.
2 years old. 2 years old. That takes some time.
2 years old.
That takes some time. Lice.
You barely have teeth at 2.
Thank you. So they take some time. Now the lice thing, I think they can be instant depending on how he got it. But I think it's transferred.
But to say covered,
the lice is
but to say he was covered in lice, he was covered in lice.
Thank you.
Come on now.
Not he had lice, he covered in it.
He was covered in lice.
He was covered in lice. All right.
So everybody else had lice in there too.
Okay. Look, I know me and you talked, and you said something about the school. Were they going to school?
Nowhere.
So they wasn't going to school?
I doubt it.
Okay.
That's her version. See, this is what I always tell people. What I tell the police, I don't have to tell the news. I keep trying to tell people that about, true crime. What I tell the police, I don't have to tell the news. Because they know that certain things the police is not going to reveal as of yet.
Right.
So it's like you're buying time.
Right.
So I'm not here to get on the news and tell you, oh yeah, we've been homeless this amount of times, we've been evicted, we're on drugs, we're gamblers, we're drinkers. I'm not going to tell you all that. I'm going to tell you all that for what?
Did you see the video where she was twerking with her friends? Did you see that video?
No, I've never had to see it. You didn't send it to me.
Nah, nobody sent it to me. I seen it on somebody else's page. I believe he was on TikTok, Instagram, or something. So it's been a while ago. But
so did you get the date? Did you get the date on there?
That what I asked you. I thought you saw it. Maybe you give me a date. Was there before? Was there before?
I never went and looked.
Because if it was after Houston, we got a problem. But now if it was before,
big problem.
Yeah. Now if it's before, then I don't think much can be said unless it still happened within that time that they supposed to be homeless. Because you got time. If you got time to shake your ass, then you got time to get yourself together. If you ask me now, I could be wrong about that.
Now, if somebody talked about it, they probably already looked the date up. I'm just going to go out on a limb, perhaps that it's probably in the time frame of saying I'm homeless up until after saying I'm homeless.
Okay. And then I think in that same video, somebody was saying them same people you shake your ass with was the same people that you asked to stay with. They wanted you to stay with them.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I heard. Now, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
That sounds kind of personal.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. So
that sounds real personal. So somebody else knows the story out there. Somebody in Detroit knows the whole story.
In the chat room, she said she saw her. She was partying after. Larissa saying it was after the situation.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Now, again, if it's after the situation, in Houston, we got a problem.
Well, people dig. This is what people do. As soon as they get your government name in a store, this is just what people do. They go dig up your government name. And God forbid they find your government name on any type of social media site. They go dig. This is what people do. Child. This is what they do. But it looks bad. Either way, whether you were homeless in the van or after you talk to the news,
true.
It looks bad.
That's true. It does. It does.
The people gonna say, "Well, where's everybody else while you were twerking with that good wig on?" Shut your mouth, Queen. Where was everybody while you were twerking with that good wig on?
You got a couple people to recognize your voice. Somebody say that Angie, yes, that's her.
I mean, I'm just like, when I saw her walking with that new wig on, I said, "Oh, we got a house and a wig." Shut your mouth. Queen, I'm a fool.
Queen, let me ask you one more question before we get out of here.
Go ahead.
And I wish we could talk longer. I wish we could talk longer, but
the storm. It's dark up here too. It's very dark. Yeah, it's dark up here.
The dad, a lot of people's on the dad's side. A lot of people on the dad's side. A lot of people on the mom.
Why you on this side?
I don't know. I really don't know. But my question to you is, my only gripe with him right now is when he said in that video,
I know.
It's one thing to ask me come get just to get him, but it's another because you're homeless. What the fuck? I didn't think that made a difference. What was your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm going to put it like just what I said in the chat. When she brought you your children to visit, where did she take them? That's all you got to know. So this is why I always tell people to always listen to what people say and what they don't say. The truth will tell on itself. You don't know nothing about them being homeless. So when did you last see your children? So you either went to their house, come up with a queen, or she took them to you and dropped them off where you stay. So they can't come visit you, then they probably couldn't stay there to visit. So that means you went and saw your kids. Well, they sleeping in the van, so you mean to tell me you didn't know they were sleeping in the van. I'm done with it.
For several months, he didn't know.
Right there.
He didn't know.
Right there. You just told on yourself right there. They couldn't come stay with you. So then that means you went to where they were. Right? If you were seeing them. Right? So you visiting them at stop signs and parking lots.
That's why I say
So that's what somebody should have asked them. When was the last time you saw your children? See, the news don't really ask the right questions. That's how you catch a person lying. Well, sir, tell me when you last physically saw your children, and I don't mean video chat.
You talking in person. Right.
Exactly.
Right. Dear, thank you so much. We'll talk more about this later.
I thank you
so
too.
much.
Love you. Great show.
All right, dear. Thank you.
Bye, baby.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's a whole lot of fuckery going on. And it really is. But, again, I think it's all finna come out. We're finna find out what's really going on here. We're going to find out what's really going on here. And we just have to wait for it. Anyway, guys, gotta go. It's storming. I don't want it to cut off again. Thank y'all for everybody who came through. I try to keep up with this story, but lately, you know, just a lot been going. I just been working this stuff, man. Just can't keep up with all this shit. Anyway, I'm your man Chris Thorns. Y'all, please be careful out there. All right, and please, I will encourage y'all to please not let yourself fall in this situation. Please don't. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll catch y'all next time. Thank you.